वीकली करंट अफेयर्स जीके जीएस फॉर जुडिशरी और ये होगा हमारा 5 नवंबर 2022 से लेकर 11 नवंबर 2022 तक का। ठीक है, इस वीडियो में हम लोग 50 क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे। आइए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। विच इंडियन फर्म विल बिल्ड मंगोलियाज फर्स्ट ग्रीनफील्ड रिफाइनरी? मेगा इंजीनियरिंग एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स लिमिटेड। India's Mega Engineering and Infrastructures Limited has received the letter of authorization for the Mongol refinery project, which entails building Mongolia's first oil refinery in the country. The move will further help in lessening Mongolia's oil imports from Russia. The refinery will be built in the capital Ulaanbaatar. Who has been elected as the Prime Minister of Israel? Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu has been elected as the Prime Minister of Israel. The former Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, made a stunning comeback to power as his Likud party and its far-right and religious allies emerged victorious in the recently held Israel elections 2022. Which word has been declared as the word of the year 2022 by Collins Dictionary? Permacrisis. Permacrisis has been chosen as the Collins Dictionary's word of the year 2022. The word describes the feeling of living through a period of war, inflation, and political instability. As per the heads of Collins Learning, the word sums up just how truly awful 2022 has been for so many people. When is the National Cancer Awareness Day observed? November 7th. National Cancer Awareness Day, 7th November. National Cancer Awareness Day is observed every year on November 7 to raise awareness about the deadly disease. As per the World Health Organization, cancer is the second and most deadly disease, and the statistics have shown that the low and middle income countries account for about 70% of the cancer related fatalities. Which country has operated the world's longest passenger train? Switzerland. Switzerland has created a world record by operating the world's longest passenger train. The train is designed to commemorate the 175th anniversary of the country's first train system. The longest passenger train in Switzerland ran in the Swiss Alps with 100 coaches. ठीक है? Mother Tongue Survey of India (MTSI) has been conducted by which ministry? Ministry of Home Affairs. The Ministry of Home Affairs has completed the Mother Tongue Survey of India (MTSI) with a field video of the country's 576 languages. The MTSI surveys the mother tongues which are returned consistently across 2 or more census decades and analyzes their linguistic features. A web archive is also planned to be set up to preserve and analyze the original flavor of each indigenous mother tongue. Who has been appointed as the chairperson of the Law Commission of India? Rituraj Awasthi. The Government of India announced the appointment of the retired High Court Chief Justice Rituraj Awasthi as the chairperson of the Law Commission of India. The Law Commission has been constituted for the period of 3 years. The role of the Law Commission is both advisory and critical of the government's policies. Uttarakhand became a state in which year? 2000. Uttarakhand Foundation Day is celebrated every year on November 9 to mark the establishment of the 27th state of India. Uttarakhand became a state on November 9, 2000 when it was carved out of the northern Uttar Pradesh. Uttarakhand is largely a hilly state having international boundaries with China, that is Tibet, in the north and Nepal in the east. What is the theme of India's G20 presidency in 2023? One Earth, One Family, One Future. The theme of India's G20 presidency in 2023 is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. It is drawn from the ancient Sanskrit text of the Maha Upanishad. The theme affirms the value of all life, humans, animal, plant, and microorganisms, and their interconnectedness on Earth. National Legal Services Day is observed on which date? 9th November. National Legal Services Day, 9th November. The National Legal Services Day is observed every year on 9th November to commemorate the commencement of the Legal Services Authorities Act 1987. The act came into force the same day in 1995. On this day, legal awareness camps are held to make people aware about the availability of free legal aid. Which state has approved the proposal to engage retired army veterans for training the state police personnel? Assam. Assam cabinet has given its approval to the proposal to engage the retired army veterans for training the state police personnel. As per Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, at least 34 retired army personnel will be appointed by the state government to impart training to the state police personnel in battalions. Aruna Miller has become the first Indian American to hold the office of Lieutenant Governor of which US state? Maryland. Indian American politician Aruna Miller made history by becoming the first Indian American to hold the office of the Lieutenant Governor in the state of Maryland. She was born in Hyderabad in 1964. However, her family immigrated to the United States when she was 7 years old. She grew up in New York and has the BS degree in civil engineering. National Florence Nightingale Awards are awarded to recognize the services in which field? Nursing. National Florence Nightingale Awards are awarded in nursing to recognize the meritorious services by the nurses. The award was instituted in 1973 by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as a mark of recognition for the services rendered by the nurses and nursing professionals to the society. Which is the only Indian company to rank in top 100 of Forbes World's Best Employers Rankings 2022? Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries has emerged at the 20th position among the list of Forbes' 6th annual World's Best Employers. It was done in the partnership with market research company Statista. The whole list prepared by Forbes has 50 firms and many tech companies are on the list. A fish museum, the first of its kind in the Northeast, would soon be built in which state? Arunachal Pradesh. Zojila Day was commemorated on 1st November at Zojila War Memorial near Dras. Zojila Day is observed to celebrate the gallant action by Indian troops in Operation Bison. In which year? 1948. Zojila Day was commemorated on 1st November at Zojila War Memorial near Dras. Zojila Day is observed to celebrate the gallant action by Indian troops in Operation Bison in 1948, which was launched on the icy heights of the Zojila Pass, the gateway to Ladakh. Which word has been chosen as the Collins Dictionary's word of the year? Permacrisis. Permacrisis has been chosen as the Collins Dictionary's word of the year. The word means an extended period of instability and insecurity. Which state introduced the EFIR system? Karnataka. Karnataka Police has introduced a fully electronic first information report filing system for vehicle thefts by linking the vehicle database for vehicle registration and the Aadhaar system for electronic signatures. With the EFIR system for vehicle registration, citizens do not need to go to the police station to report crimes like theft and loss of vehicles. According to Forbes World's Finest Employers Rankings 2022, which is India's best employer and the 20th best company to work for globally? Reliance Industries. According to Forbes World's Finest Employers Rankings 2022, Reliance Industries, the nation's largest corporation by revenues, profits, and market value, is India's best employer and the 20th best company to work for globally. Which is the most powerful rocket ever launched from the Earth as of November 2022? Falcon Heavy. I repeat, Falcon Heavy. SpaceX launched its Falcon Heavy rocket, sending several US military satellites into orbit. This is the most powerful launched ever from the Earth. This was SpaceX's 50th launch of 2022 as SpaceX's workhorse Falcon 9 rocket has launched 49 missions so far this year. The present pace of the space company is a launch every 6.10 days. What is the theme of India's G20 presidency in 2022? Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The Indian Prime Minister launched the logo theme and website for the Indian G20 presidency. The G20 logo draws inspiration from the colors of India's national flag. The earth reflects India's pro-planet approach to life, and below the G20 logo is Bharat. The logo has various components from an open competition held through MyGov portal. The theme of India's G20 presidency is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. It is drawn from the ancient Sanskrit text of the Maha Upanishad. As per the recent data, the mutual fund penetration is the maximum in which state? Maharashtra. As of November 2022, Maharashtra, New Delhi, and Goa have the highest mutual fund penetration in India. This is due to higher income levels, better literacy rates, and strong inflows from corporates and high net worth individuals. Mutual fund penetration is only 5 to 6% in the states including Kerala and Telangana. The country is the leading producer of millets with 41% of global production. India. India is one of the leading producers of millets in the world with an estimated share of 41% of the global production. The Indian government has formulated a strategy to involve Indian missions abroad as well as global retail supermarkets to promote exports of millets. Major international retail supermarkets like Lulu Group and Walmart would also be roped in to establish Millet Corner for branding and promotion of millets. आइए अब कुछ जीके एंड जनरल साइंस के क्वेश्चंस देख लेते हैं. यूरिया, a commonly used nitrogen based fertilizer, is prepared by the reaction between ammonia and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, CO2, and ammonia react exothermically to produce the carbamate salt, which is then heated to form urea. Carbonate salt. Okay. In which Indian state will you find Mount TE? Nagaland. Mount TE is Wokha in Nagaland. Which of the following rivers is also called Yeth? Jhelum. In which of the following years was the Dowry Prohibition Act passed in India? 1961. In which of the following years was the civil disobedience campaign completely ceased? 1934. Gold and copper happen to absorb dash and violet leaving yellow light. Blue. The UN's Sustainable Development Goal 6 aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. King Lalitaditya Muktapida ruled over Kashmir. Lalitaditya Muktapida was a powerful ruler of the Karkota dynasty of Kashmir region in the Indian subcontinent. Which among the following was India's longest serving Prime Minister as of April 2021? Jawaharlal Nehru. Which is the substance that begins digestion? Salivary glands. As we chew, our salivary glands release saliva into our mouth. The saliva contains digestive enzymes that start off the process of chemical digestion. Gluteus maximus muscle is situated in hips. Gluteus maximus, the largest and heaviest muscle in the body. Which of the following is not the fat soluble vitamin? Vitamin B. Vitamin A, D, E, and K are soluble in fat, and vitamin B and C are soluble in water. International Olympic Committee (IOC) was formed in the year 1894. International Olympic Committee is the supreme controlling body for the modern Olympic Games, which was formed during the International Athletic Congress held in Paris on June 25, 1894. The first committee was nominated by Baron de Coubertin. Which of the following is non-nutritive component of diet? Fiber. Fiber or ruggage, water, colors, flavors, etc. are among tens of thousands of non-nutritive components of diet or food. Occipital bone is situated in skull. The heart muscle is called myocardium. The muscle layer of heart is termed the myocardium and is made up of cardiomyocytes. The control center of our respiratory process lies in medulla oblongata, in which Olympic was torch ceremony introduced. Berlin, 1936. The Olympic torch relay ceremony was first introduced to the Summer Olympics at the 1936 in Berlin. Which of the following hormones is secreted by pancreas? Insulin. The main hormones secreted by the endocrine gland in the pancreas are insulin and glucagon, which regulate the level of glucose in the blood. Heart rate is defined as number of heart contractions per minute. Sweat glands are found in skin. Sweat glands are found throughout the skin but are more numerous in areas such as the soles of the feet, palms of the hand, armpits, and crane. Etymological meaning of kinesiology is science of motion. Duration of Vedic period was from 2500 BC to 600 BC. Heart and lungs are controlled by medulla oblongata. Which tissue is to protect the body? Epithelial tissue. Largest gland in the body is liver. Liver, the largest gland in body, a spongy mass of wedge-shaped lobes that has many metabolic and secretory function. The dendrites are the part of neuron. Individual nerve cells are called neurons, which are mainly consist of three parts: cell body, the dendrites, the axon. ठीक है, इस वीडियो में इतना ही. आई होप ये वीडियो यूजफुल लगा होगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. जय हिंद.